Please give a warm welcome to Arizona State Representative Michelle Ugenti.
Thank you very much. Well, it's wonderful to be here in a great crowd of patriots. I'm excited for an opportunity to talk about our future. I gotta say a big thank you to FreedomWorks, all right? Yes! All right, so let's get started. Why are we here? Why did we take time out of our busy day to come down and participate in an event like this? Well, I believe it's because we are all acutely aware of the responsibility required to be a servant in the cause of liberty and to help reignite the greatness that is the United States of America. That's exactly why we're here today, ladies and gentlemen. The Declaration of Independence opens with, when in the course of human events, and in that course, there ever comes a time when to take a stand for what is right needs to be taken. We owe it to ourselves and future generations to do just that. We are here today to take a stand. Take a stand against this trend towards an entitlement nation, and make no mistake about it, nurtured and fostered by a complicit federal government. Now, as Americans, we need to ask ourselves, what is the desire? Where does the desire come from to take a stand? And what are we taking a stand for? The answer is written in the United States Constitution. Let us find strength in those inspired words, that all men are created equal, endowed by their Creator with certain, yes, rights that cannot be granted to us by kings or denied to us by governments, rights that cannot be voted in or out, rights that are the very fabric of our being, woven into our hearts, rights that give value to our lives and allow each one of us to selfishly protect our liberty, giving us the power to pursue happiness. Through the Constitution, our founders set into law the means under which all Americans have the power to protect those God-given inalienable rights. This is our inspiration. This is where the power to take a stand comes from being free. Because we know what it feels like, and guess what? We don't want to give it up. No. You know, for me, the Constitution gives me the reason to be an eternal optimist. Now, that first revolution was paid for in blood. It was the end of one fight, but the beginning of another. For despite the greatness of the American way, many have risen up seeking to redefine the American culture, reinterpret the concept of freedom, and impose some kind of self-anointed insight, ignoring the principle that a nation is made great by the power of the individual, not by the management of the masses by those who think they know best. And as part of this ongoing revolution, the American people are going to push back. And they're going to fight, but not with guns, with the power of their vote. And with the unified voice, we are going to say, your vain philosophies, your theoretical concepts, and your executive orders, denying the will of the people, will not be tolerated. And are not acceptable substitutions for the fundamental principles of a free people. Our government has been grossly irresponsible and negligent in its management of our economy. It has straddled us with trillions of dollars of debt, and we have been hemorrhaging millions of jobs because of it. The problem is daunting. But the solution? Fundamentally simple. We start by weaning back the social concept and indoctrination of an entitlement nation to an inspired people of opportunity. And we're going to reignite the American workforce who seeks to build for themselves a better life and a greater country. And this agonizing and irritating mantra, and we've all heard it, right? That America's the problem, that we're the bad guys, it stops. It stops. Because let me tell you something. Our ability to be a nation who helps those in need, whether it be at home or abroad, is being threatened by the very dangerous and misguided economic policies by those who think you can create heaven on earth by passing laws contrary to the individual's internal drive and desire to succeed. Well, I have a message for our misguided federal government. I know the people of Arizona. I know them well. And I know you guys are hardworking, educated, generous, committed, responsible Americans who knows what to do, and you are tired of being micromanaged. The very kind of people who terrify autocratic and trickle-down government bureaucrats. Good. There is not a more generous nation on the planet than the United States. There's not. But the question becomes, what's the best form of that generosity? Should we hook those who need our help up to the government IV? No. But you know there are those who want that, right? They want to hook you up. They don't want to wean you off. They want to make decisions on your behalf. Or should we help them in a way that makes them stronger? Giving them the best shot to be as self-sufficient as possible. When a community comes together to help the farmer rebuild the barn destroyed by fire, it is not done so that the farmer doesn't have to work. It's done so that the farmer can go back to work. We're going to save this nation because we're going to demand a smaller, less intrusive government, inspiring and motivating the American workforce, and unleashing the power of our productivity upon the world. We will go from an debtor and an entitlement nation to a nation that exemplifies that great credo, the American dream. Folks, we're blessed. We are very blessed. Abundant amount of food and water and natural resources, a compounding of innovations and technological advancements which continue to help all of our lives. I look out into the audience, and gathered here today is a cadre of inspired Arizonans, willing and anxious to fight the good fight. Remember that whether you find yourself in business, science, the arts, or any form of service, be the best you can be. Work hard and fight. Fight for every inch, and do not give quarter to failure. For there is no greater force on the face of the earth than the resolve of a free man. None of us can deny that we live in tenuous times right now. But I, like many in our nation, are confident and encouraged that America has received her clarion call. And we have been awakened from a slumber of compromise and complacency to an inspired people of action, ready to put our nation back on its proper track, maintaining and securing our rightful place in the course of human events. My decision to run for public office was the product of an organic citizen movement, spawned by the reckless and fiscal responsibilities and policies of both the state and national level. This has ignited the American people to seek from their government a more responsible steward of their hard-earned tax dollars. This movement, this Tea Party movement, was forged from the steel of necessity, and it is growing stronger every day. We are here and we're not going away. Exactly. It is responsible for inspiring millions of Americans to consider what's going on and what will happen if we stand idly by. Critics will say that the Tea Party's view of government and the free market represents some kind of form of conservative extremism. But the truth is, after the name-calling is done, these conservative principles compromise the mechanisms to cure debt and foster job growth. In parting, I would like to share this final thought with you. I want you to continue to be inspired, maintain your confidence and your enthusiasm, but most of all, be fearless, because I know I am. Thank you very much, and God bless the United States. Thank you.